Life is like a hurricane here in Duckberg. Race cars, lasers, aeroplanes, it's a duck blur. Let's solve a mystery or rewrite history. Ducktales, woo! I can't remember the words past this part. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Rental Regrets. As always, I am your host, Victor Nub, and today we're looking at Ducktales, developed and published by Capcom and released in the United States in October of 1989. So, obviously, this is a game based on the TV show of the same name. I did watch the cartoon when I was a kid. I can't remember a whole lot of details about it. I know the names of a couple of the characters, and I vaguely remember that involved a character that was basically like a softer version of Ebenezer Scrooge, obviously because his name is Scrooge McDuck, and they kind of made him a more favorable or likable character than the actual Ebenezer Scrooge, obviously, because he spends most of his time hunting for treasure or fighting off bad guys who are trying to steal his treasure, which, of course, he kept in this massive vault that you would occasionally see him swimming through like it was a big pool that, you know, you could swim in if coins had the viscosity necessary for a human being, let alone a duck, to actually dive into and swim in. One of the weirdest concepts ever, but they made it work, so let's go ahead and get this started. We're actually not going to be just looking at the original version of the game, which is what we're seeing right here. We're also going to be looking at the remake of the game, and we'll go into a little bit more detail on that once we actually get started in that episode. I don't know if there is a preferred path to go in. I would probably guess the first one is fine. I don't know. I played this exactly one time. I don't think it was actually a rental. I think this was a game that I played at a friend's house for like a birthday party that I went to, and I may not have ever actually rented it after that. But it was a memorable enough game that I decided we should absolutely look at it as part of Rental Regrets, so that's where we're at. Now, there is a secret trick that you can do that I don't think I ever knew about when I was playing this as a kid. Obviously, if I had only played it the one time, this is something that I wouldn't have known unless the person who owned the game actually told me about it. But apparently, if you're having a really tough time getting through certain areas of the game, you can actually cheat and get some health back, but it is a very expensive move. Basically, if you stand still and I think hit select, you can get that health back, but you have to pay $3 million. Hello. That was pure gas. I had no idea that was going to work. Now, one of the things that this game does as part of the design... Oh, crap, I just died. Is it allows you to attack enemies by using your cane as though it's a pogo stick. That design directly inspired the gameplay of course, Shovel Knight, which uses a similar mechanic where he can hop around on his shovel as though it was a pogo stick. Ooh. And of course, this game benefits from the wonderful musical stylings that Capcom was famous for back around this time. The music is very good in this game. I think the one that most people cite as probably an example of the best of the console, or even this game in particular, is the moon level, which we will try to look at if we can. All right, good, I can do this. Oh, but I didn't do it. Perfect. Now, one thing I never understood is why they think ice cream and cake are a good thing for a duck to eat. I would imagine mostly what they eat is like grubs. I actually have no idea what ducks eat. I would say that the nice thing about DuckTales that I don't think they were as good about with, say, Mega Man, is that there's a lot of different paths you can take in each of the levels. They're pretty well spread apart. Different branching pathways. Obviously, there is one singular goal at the end of each level. You have to fight a boss to get money or pick up a particular gem or precious item that he was looking for. And at the end of the game, you're supposed to defeat a Dracula version that's actually a duck, because everything in DuckTales was about ducks or dogs or some kind of anthropomorphic animal. Boy, I'm not doing great at all. I also did a really good job of hiding lots of money around each of the levels. Now, it turns out you don't actually need a ton of money to get the best ending in the game. The total amount you need, I think, is $10 million to get the best ending. And you get $5 million for each boss that you defeat. So either they intended for everyone who played the game to know that there was a secret code for getting health back, or you can lose the money some other way, and I honestly don't know what that other way would be. There we go. Another big gem. I think the yellow ones are worth less than the big red ones, but I wasn't paying attention when I picked up the red ones, so I don't know. No, I thought I could dodge it. Oh, don't you dare. Make the jump. There we go. I like the little detail where if you jump high enough on the screen to go into where the score and all your health details are, you actually see... Oh, come on. Launchpad, get your butt back here. There we go. That if you jump high enough on the screen to go over the menu, you can actually see Scrooge covering the screen. That's a nice little touch. Ow! Oh! Make it! Oh, nice. I want to get to the end of one level before we switch over to the other one. There's got to be something here, right? Nope, nothing. There's Launchpad. I don't know if he's there to tell me something or to gate my progress, barring another item. There are items that you have to pick up at certain levels that you can only... Oh, crap! That you have to get to in order to advance. I guess we'll find out. I want to lift back to Duckberg, Mr. McD. Yes, A. No, B. We're going to say no for now. I want to finish this level. Nothing there. Alright, so I know there's a trap ball here. Let's just go! Oh no! Oh, look at that. Now get up on that. Well, I probably could have gone above the level. I don't know what that would have done for me. Oh, that didn't work. Hey! Ow! I'm dead. That might be the end. Was that my last life? Nope, we're good. Now I'm on my last life. I think I picked up an extra one, actually. Whew, that one's a little bit of a trick, getting that bounce. Alright, go. And, uh-oh. And now you're jumping. Hup, gotcha. Ah, jerk. I don't want to go into the boss fight with no health, but I might not have a choice. Oh, man. Pass through here. Do I have 300,000? I don't. Shoot. I don't love that part of the design where you can make it as far as I did in the level and then find out, oh, you don't have enough money. You can't go any further. Oh, I gotta stay here. Ew! Come on. I'll tease you out. Oh! Oh! I'm dead. Alright, well, I guess we're gonna stop there for this one. Let's go ahead and switch swatch over to the other episode. Alright, and we're back, and now we're going to take a look at the remastered version of DuckTales. This version of the game was produced by, developed by WayForward, and released in 2013. This version of the game is unique because not only did they do hand-drawn versions of all the characters and environments with a little bit of 2.5 or 3D background movement, they redid the soundtrack a little bit, and they got as many of the original voice actors as they could to reprise their roles for some cutscenes that appear in between the different areas of the game. So we're going to hear a little bit of that. I will say, getting started here, we do have a little bit of information to go over with the reason why this game had to come out when it did, which is unfortunate, but let's watch the intro here. I didn't realize there were so many Beagle Boys.
Alarm. Quick, Duckworth, get the limo.
I shall get her in gear, sir.
Hurry, Duckworth, hurry!
The pedal is to the middle, Mr. McDuck.
Oh, not the Beagle Boys again. If they think they can stand between Scrooge McDuck and his 3 cubic acres of cash, they've got another thing coming.
That's a lot of cash. Oh, that's interesting. This is definitely a big departure from the original. You actually go into the vault to start the game and get a bunch of cash. So it's not a straight port of the original game. There is some new content.
Oh, Huey! Are you all right, my boy?
Yeah, but you better watch out. The Beagle Boys messed with your security system.
Yeah, we've taken over the whole place.
Yeah, me money.
Hey, don't forget about me, Uncle Scrooge.
Eh? Oh, don't worry, lad, I'll save you.
Mama, be so proud. I caught you. Now that's what I call a stomachache.
You were hit on the head, you moronic marauder.
Thanks, Uncle Scrooge.
You're welcome, lad. But Huey, what are you doing here?
Well, we saw the Beagle Boys going into the money bin.
We?
Sure. Louie and Dewey are here, too. You better hurry, Uncle Scrooge. They might be in trouble.
They were just trying to borrow some of your money. That's it. So they did simplify the controls just a tiny bit for this game. Normally in Ducktales, you have to hold down and the B button in order to do the pogo. In this game, you just press the button. You don't have to hold down on the D-pad in order to get it to activate, which is a nice touch, but you can actually revert it back to the original controls.
1 billion, 2.
Hello.
An adventurer. Always
Red gem.
an adventurer.
Wow, you start out with a whole bunch of money to get going in this one.
It's a priceless ruby.
I caught a Y, I oughta. A gem?
Hey kid, you got a sandwich or something?
Let me go, you big old bum.
Not even for an afternoon snack. Big time in trouble, me.
Get away from him, you gluttonous goon.
Sorry, Scroochy. Not a chance.
So you.
You saved me, Uncle Scrooge.
I did. Are you hurt, lad?
Nah, I'm fine. But I saw Louie heading up the stairs with about 1,000 Beagle Boys right behind him.
Stay here. I'll handle this.
They definitely got their money's worth in all the voice acting in this remake of the game. Yeah, I think the knee-jerk reaction in any area where there might be a roof that you can reach just by doing the pogo jump is try, because you'll probably get something out of it. Boy, they made a really long intro area to this game. And I get it, they're trying to kind of coach you into how to play the game, but I was expecting something maybe a little bit shorter. I guess I gotta do this one. There's something else there? Can I just bump it? Nope. I don't know what to do for that one. It's alright. Make it! Nice.
Hurry, Uncle Scrooge! They're headed for your office!
Hold on, lad. I'll have you free in a jiffy.
Not so fast, McDuck. We're running things around here now.
Cuss me, kilt. One false move and I'm a roast duck.
Leave me, Uncle Scrooge! It's not worth it!
Nonsense, me boy.
Oh, crap. Come on.
You'll never beat us, Scrooge. Hey, when I get the gold, I'm gonna buy Ma a new... Ow!
I like that they cut it off if he's saying something.
Woohoo! We almost got them all!
A fat lot of good that'll do us if they make it to me vault.
Hello. Nothing there.
Step away from me, fortune, you crook.
Not this time, McDuck. Oh, you ain't getting the drop on this Beagle Boy.
I didn't get to be number one by back and down.
Gotcha.
Oh, that's smart. I think I'll bust with his truck.
Oh, nice.
Oh, Jim, do be careful or you'll scuff the floor.
I'm gonna get you.
3 hits and it's over? No. Ooh. Nice duck.
Your safe is securely suspended, sir.
Well, they really drogged this one out.
There
Drag?
you are,
Drog?
sir.
Whatever. Get out of here.
Curse you, McDuck! This ain't the last you'll see of me.
Yeah, good riddance to bad beagles, I say. Now, why in the world was he interested in this old painting? Surely there are more valuable...
Because it
Well,
dissolves!
flip me pin feathers. It looks like some kind of secret code. Boys, boys!
What did you find, Uncle Scrooge? Yeah, what is it?
I'm not sure, but I know how to find it out. I'll feed it into my supercomputer and use Gyro's new crypto-analysis program. Then we'll know what the Beagle Boys were after. Stand back, lads. Brigadoon!
What is it, Uncle Scrooge?
It's a treasure map, lads. And no ordinary treasure by the look of things.
Only Uncle Scrooge would call any kind of treasure ordinary. Look! One of the treasures is in the middle of the Amazon. And there's another one in Transylvania. And one buried 10 miles underground. Hey, wait a minute. Something's screwy. This last treasure can't be right. Yeah, there's no mountain on Earth that's that high. Well, according to the Junior Woodchuck's guidebook, to get there we'd have to take about 537 million steps straight up till we reach the moon. You mean the moon?
It looks that way, lads. Well, what are we waiting for? That treasure's not going to discover itself.
That should be a location, the Moon. Okay, so we've gotten to the part where we can actually select a level. So there's a little bit of stuff I wanted to go over with the remake of the game, or remaster of the game, obviously. They touched up the environments, they redid the music, all the character animations are now more hand-drawn, a little bit cel-shaded, but they look almost identical to the original cartoon. And of course, they hired as many of the original voice actors as they could get to do the voice parts that they did from the original series. Now, unfortunately, due to the inexorable march of time, quite a few of the actors that did those parts, unfortunately, have already passed away. And that's why it was so important that they actually recorded the voiceover work and got the game out when they did back in 2013. And they actually started production, I believe, in 2011. So the voice cast that they had for this game and the original series included Alan Young, who voiced Scrooge McDuck. Unfortunately, he passed away in 2016 at the age of 96. Russie Taylor, whatever her name was. She voiced the Ducklings, Huey, Louie, and Dewey, as well as Webby. She unfortunately passed away in 2019 at the age of 75. Chuck McCann, who voiced Duckworth, the butler, as well as some of the Beagle Boys. He passed away in 2018 at the age of 83. Hal Smith, who voiced the character Gyro, and who created the computer that we're looking here, as well as the character Flintheart Glomgold, who was kind of like the bad Scottish equivalent of Scrooge McDuck. He passed away in 1994 at the age of 77. Hamilton Camp, who voiced Fenton Crackshell, otherwise known as Gizmo Duck. He passed away in 2005 at the age of 70. And June Foray, who voiced Ma Beagle, as well as Magica Dispel, and actually was around as a voice actor for long enough to have voiced the character Natasha Fatale in Rocky and Bullwinkle, as well as Rocky, or excuse me, not Rocky, I believe she voiced, oh no, I guess it was Rocky. She voiced one of the two main characters, so she was around forever. She actually passed away in 2017 at the age of 99. So between those 6 actors, you're talking about basically every major character in Ducktales has already passed away. So if they did not do the game when they did, they would not have been able to get as many of the cast as they did for this game. So obviously, Flintheart, Glomgold, if he appears in this game, Gyro, Gizmo Duck, if they appear, they're going to be sound-alikes because they were not alive for the remake. But Alan Young, Russie Taylor, Chuck McCann, June Foray, all were alive to reprise their roles for this game. And thankfully, also as part of the game were Terry McGovern, who voiced Launchpad, Frank Welker, who's voiced everything on planet Earth. He's been around forever. He also did some of the Beagle Boys. I think he was part of this game. I'm not 100% on that. And then, surprisingly enough, Tony Anselmo, who is one of the major voice actors for Disney, he actually does the current iteration of Donald Duck, was also, I believe, part of this game. I'm not 100% on that. All 3 of those actors are still alive and were probably available to reprise their roles in this game if they did at all. Again, not 100% certain on that. The ones that sound very much like the original cast, obviously, are probably those characters. Anyway, let's go ahead and pick a level. We'll probably just look at 1, maybe 2, depending on how far I get if I'm getting my world rocked. The Moon is the one that has everyone's favorite song, so let's go ahead and do that one. I may not be able to get very far if it requires an item that I have to get in another level.
Way to the moon, lads. But the green cheese of longevity will make it worth the trip. Up, up, and away.
Okay. Green cheese of longevity. Okay. Oh, there's Gyro. And I think I saw Fenton in there as well. So if that's the case, both of them might be voiced in this game. No idea who would have been doing them. It turns out there's a couple of other long-term mainstays in the voice acting world that have been a part of DuckTales.
I've never been to the moon before.
Oh no. Nope, that's not my Gizmo Duck.
Space Cadets Fenton, you're a natural. Now, Gyro, why in blazes are we chewing this awful blue muck?
Why, that's Oxy Chew, Mr. McDuck. It's my latest invention.
Not too bad.
Flavored taffy. 5 good chews and you can breathe on the lunar surface without a spacesuit. Oh, and it tastes great, too.
That, Gyro, is a matter of opinion. Now, which way to the green cheese?
What do you mean? Isn't it all around us?
Yeah? How do you figure?
Everybody knows the whole moon's made of green cheese. Well, that's what my dear mama said.
And you could take a feather brain like you to believe her. Look, sometimes
I
I
should
don't know
probably
what I'm
not
gonna...
leave my controller on the table while
what's
this is
that?
happening.
Look, here's someone who can give us directions. Hello?
Ah!
Mr. McDuck! Help!
Shout the secret phrase.
We've got to save him.
Do we really?
We do if you want to find that treasure of yours, Mr. McDuck. Fenton was carrying the Gizmo Duck suit. That's the only thing we've got powerful enough to break into the moon vault.
All right, fine. Stay here and guard the supplies while I look for that bumbling bookkeeper.
And I'm sure I don't need to say what the phrase is for anyone who remembers the original DuckTales and Gizmo Duck, but I'll go ahead and say it. The phrase, of course, was Great Blathering Blatherskite. And when he would say that, his suit would just kind of form on him. For lack of a better way to describe it, it would just kind of start attaching to him.
Oh, no, you don't.
Oh, there we go. Get on top. There we go. Got some cash. I think this is kind of like the invincibility star. You can just bump into enemies and kill them.
Ow, ow, ow!
Oh, knock it off.
Why, that looks like the same spaceship that took off with Fenton. Well, I guess this means I'm invited on board.
Go. Hey, wait a minute. Why do I only have 20,000? They didn't let me keep the intro level money? Lame. Alright, so don't touch the ceiling.
It's mine.
Oh, come on. What? Oh, crap, I missed the gem. And I'm back off the ship. Which meant probably means that I lost the item. Alright, so there was there a way up back over here? I thought I saw one. Whoa! Oh! Ha ha ha! No, there wasn't, but there was a way down. Okay, so never mind. I just went in a big circle. I'm an idiot.
How did they get rich by being foolish?
Oh! Ouch! Nothing.
How dare you?
I keep pressing down. I know I don't have to, but I do it anyway.
Hold!
Hoop. Hoop. Gotcha.
Up I go.
Nope.
No point in hat.
Oh, I want food. Scrooge needs food badly.
And upward.
Oh, crap.
Ow, ow.
Ow. Alright, come on, come on. Gotcha. Nope. Get out of here. Alright, so that's the vault I gotta get into, and I did not find Gizmo Duck, so we gotta go back.
I didn't only get to be number one by backing down.
Oop. Not saying the Scottish accent is the hardest accent in the world to do, but I always found it interesting that Alan Young, who is the actor that played Scrooge McDuck, not Scottish. He was from Canada. I don't think I can go up there. Nope, I can't. Not yet. There's Gizmo Duck's helmet.
Me bagpipes. A piece of Gizmo Duck's suit. Oh, if only I had a way to open this door.
I need some help.
Onward and upward.
Oh, money. There's the switch I'm sure I'm gonna have to hit.
Up you go.
Nope, didn't work. Didn't work. Guess you don't have to hit him.
Fenton, get down from there and stop embarrassing yourself.
Mr. McDuck! Thank goodness you're here! I think those aliens wanted to suck out my brain and make an army of Fenton clones.
Bah, they'd soon learn that one of you is one too many. Now, help me find a security override so we can get to your Gizmo Duck suit.
You mean this?
Security system disengaged.
Fenton, you're a genius.
Gee, Mr. McDuck!
Oh, that was a 180.
Oops.
Warning. Damage report. Artificial gravity system is offline.
Fenton, you're a nincompoop. You broke the gravity controls.
Boy, it's hot or cold. There is absolutely no in-between with
I got a
Scrooge.
level 3 certificate of technology from Happy Ducky University, you know.
Oh, no you don't. You'll probably slam into the self-destruct button too. I'll get us out of this.
I have no idea if that was... There we go. How the original played, if there was an anti-gravity section of the game.
Gravity system restored. All systems normal.
Nice work, Mr. McDuck. Now, let's go get my Gizmo Duck suit.
Not so fast, Dunderhead. You go wait with Gyro. I'll find a Gizmo Duck suit myself.
No! I want health. Ah, I didn't get it. Or maybe I can do it this way.
Yippee!
There we go. Got some health. I always like that the idea of Gizmo Duck seems like he was supposed to be a mix between RoboCop, but also Shazam or Captain Marvel. Because he has a word that he has to say, a code phrase in order to activate the suit, but then he has a mask, a visor that goes over his eyes, just like RoboCop. There we go.
Oh, I've never seen a gem like this before.
Yes, you have. You've seen many of them. I'm pretty sure Scrooge McDuck is suffering from dementia. It's really sad. Alright, we're gonna do the best we can to actually finish this level, and then I think we'll call it a day. No promises. I have no idea if I'm going the right direction. Should probably make it a lot easier to tell if we're going to actually be able to do this. Is there a map? Holy crap, there's a map. I don't think that was part of the original game. Alright, and fire. Gotcha. So this is a true remaster because they fixed one of the things that I think may have been bad about the original game was no guidance in the form of a map as far as I remember.
Looks like I found Gizmo Duck's armored suit. It's a good thing Gyro rigged up this hyperspace pocket for me to carry things around in. Now, only two
a bag of holding.
parts to find, and we can break into that moon vault.
Well, let's go. Whee! Ow, my ankles. Alright, where do I need to go? To the right and up. Gotcha. Oh! Oh, gotcha. Hello. Oh, I gotta get up there. There we go. I have a feeling there's something there, but maybe not. Oh, there we go. Got him. Hey, cake. Again, do ducks even like eating sweets? I mean, if you walk to a duck with a big old slice of cake, is he gonna run over and start gobbling it like crazy? They eat bread. Uh oh, did I botch this? I might have botched it. Oh, crap. Well, let's do this. Let's leave and come back and see if I can redo that. Gotcha. Oh, that didn't work. So what the heck do I do? Oh, there we go. Hello. I don't know if that did anything for me. Hello.
Look at that luster. What a beauty.
This may be as far as I've ever made it in a single playthrough of DuckTales. The handful of times I've played it, I think I just ran into the same problem that we saw when I was playing the original version, which is I'm not very good at the game, so I died very early and I didn't make any progress. I have a feeling this version of the game has a lot more opportunities to recover your progress. Alright, so there's a way up here, but I don't know what it takes me to. Hey!
Why are you here, Mrs. Beakley?
I wanted to see what the vacuum of space would do to my pie crust, Mr. McDuck.
Ah, thank you kindly, dear.
Goodbye, Mr. McDuck, and be safe.
I've never seen a gem like this before.
So I'm scoring a bunch of achievements because this is the first time I've played this version of the game. I had it on PlayStation 3. I think it was one of the games that they gave away as one of their monthly subscriptions, the PlayStation Plus games that they gave away. And this was years ago, so I played it a handful of times, and then I don't think I ever touched it again after that. I get to the very tippy top. This is where the second part is, supposedly.
More money for me money bin.
Gotta land it exactly. Got it.
Gizmo Duck's wheel. I've always wondered what Gyro was thinking when he designed this thing. Who fights crime with a unicycle? Now just one more part to find and I can get off this flying monstrosity.
I will say, what little I remember of the show, I do recall when the game came out that there was just this littlest bit of recognition of the voice sounding much younger and more alive, for lack of a better term. Obviously, all the actors had aged significantly since the original show was on the air, so that makes sense. But for whatever reason, Scrooge McDuck, the Alan Young voice overwork, it just sounded particularly older. The ducklings all sounded exactly like I remember them. So I guess Rusty Taylor aged much more gracefully than all the others. And... how'd that go? Gotcha. Oh. I gotta go down to get the last one. Yep. And it's just right there. Cool.
It's Gizmo Duck's helmet. Oh, if I didn't know better, I'd
They dropped it, didn't they?
actually get smarter when he wears this thing. Maybe I'm a wee bit too hard on the lad. Now that I've got all 3 parts, I can head back to Fenton and Gyro. Oh, I hope it's not too late.
All right. I noticed they don't list extra lives, so I have to believe if you die, 3 times, they just send you back to the stage select and you don't lose progress, but maybe not, I don't know. Look at that. There we go.
We're in luck. I managed to find all of Gizmo Duck's suit.
Oh, boy! Now we could blast into the treasure vault!
Just a moment, Fenton. Gyro, I think I left my favorite $2 bill under the back seat. Would you mind getting it for me?
Sure thing, Mr. McDuck.
Gee, boss, why'd you send Gyro back onto the ship?
So I could yell
So
at
he
you.
doesn't find out you're Gizmo Duck when you put on that suit, you dunderhead.
But there are only 3 of us here, sir. Won't he figure it out anyway, when Gizmo Duck appears and I've mysteriously vanished?
I wouldn't worry about that. Gyro may be a brilliant inventor, but his deductive reasoning skills are about as good as yours.
Oh! Hey!
Would you just get on with it? Say your secret code word and activate that confounded contraption.
Code word? Gee, I can't remember it. Oh, blather and blatherskite, I'm useless. I mean, I'm useful to the extreme. Point me toward the offending blockade, so that I might deal justice upon it.
Cut the dramatics, would you, and follow me.
Mr. McDuck? Fenton? Gizmo Duck? They're gone. And all I could find was this $2 million bill. Oh well, back under the seat it goes.
Oh, that's wild. I didn't know he actually followed. Ah. Oh, that was almost a botch on my part. You're lagging, dude. Get up here. Alright, I'm not waiting all day for you. Gotcha.
This is the place. Gyro's calculation said the green cheese of longevity lies just beyond this door.
Step aside, citizen, whilst I blast the door asunder. How was that, Mr. Oh, the path is clear, good sir.
Good work, Gizmo Duck. Now, Flintheart Glomgold. What are you doing here, you pernicious pilferer?
Why, same as you, Scroogey. Trying to corner a new segment of the dairy market.
Reasonable.
Why, you...
I don't remember it being too much
How did you find
different.
out about the green cheese?
Wouldn't you like to know? But thanks for saving me the trouble of blasting through that door on my own.
I'll stop him, Mr. McDuck. Halt, evildoer!
No, Gizmo Duck. I need you to help me deal with the...
See?
Beagle Boys. Bah.
Alright, let's go. I don't think it's too much further to the end of the level. Yeah, I'm not far. But I really need some food. I'm not seeing anything. I probably should have checked up in that corner. Let's do that real quick. What is here? Aha! Alright, so is it left or right? We'll go right. Nope. Let's go left. And... oh, there's nothing either way. Oh, come on, game. Boo. Alright, get back in there. I think they come back. They don't.
Onward and upward.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Hey. Hey, there we go. There we go. Get it. Get it. Wreck shop. Also make money. So the real magic of this world is the fact that he's finding millions of dollars of gems just lying around. Permanent health upgrade! I forgot that was a thing. There we go.
Up I go.
Alright, is this the boss? No, we got... oh, we're almost there. There we go.
Mirth and be merry. I made it here first.
And it's stinky.
No, not the cheese. Anything but that. Great Scott! I thought that stuff was supposed to be an anti-aging culture, not an instant growth fungus.
Alright, let's see if I can just bounce on him. Yes, I can. Oh, but he bounces on me.
Didn't get to be number one by back and down.
Ouch! Nope. Gotcha. Oh, no, I don't. Gotcha. Run away!
This just keeps coming. It's like
Whoa!
from the eye.
He switched it up. Gotcha. I gotcha. Oh, no, not quite over. Not it out. Oh! Whoa. Ah, crap. I don't love that. I don't love the fact that they kind of appear right where you're about to bounce.
How didn't they get rich by being foolish?
That may have just been exactly how it was designed originally. Ah, come on. It's getting faster, I think. Ooh, ouch. Bad timing. Oh, he's definitely faster now. Get him! Got him. It's over. That may, in fact, be the first time I've ever beaten a boss in this game. I was never good at the original.
Nothing's going to keep this duck from that green cheese and all the green it's going to make me.
Yoink. All right. We did it. And I earned an Avatar Award. Yay. Well, maybe I have beaten a boss, because I remember this part, where you see your total earnings kind of added up. And it looks like I did keep the money from the intro level. Interesting. All right, we'll let this finish out here.
Ew, what is that smell, Uncle Scrooge?
It's the green cheese and longevity, lads. One flake of this stinky cheese can yield an entire gross of anti-aging supplements.
Gross is right.
Ugh, aye. The smell could drop the petals from a petunia. Still, it's nothing you can't get used to, if there's money to be made.
Speak for yourself, Uncle Scrooge. Yeah, we gotta get out of here.
A grand idea, boys. Which treasure shall we chase after next?
Okay, there we go. All right, so let's go ahead and stop there. Final thoughts on the game. And we'll do it for both games, even though obviously there's a little bit of a difference in the remake or the remaster of the game. I do like that there is lots of different paths that you can follow in each of the levels. The jump attack or pogo stick attack that you do on enemies is a lot of fun. Obviously, timing I was getting better at as I played it a little bit more. I imagine if you were one of the kids that actually had this when you were when you were younger, obviously, you were probably really good at timing it and getting exactly right. Obviously, the momentum and control of your path mid-air is always a plus. If this was, say, like a Castlevania style of jump momentum, where as soon as you launch, you can't change the path that you're going to follow as you're jumping. That probably would have affected the game negatively. But I do like that there's a difference in how each of the levels kind of plays out. Obviously, on that first look at the original game that we did, there were little mirrors you could hop into and travel to different parts of the map. I do like that there was a map added to the remaster of the game. Again, I'm not 100% certain that there wasn't one in the original game. I just don't remember seeing it. And I think that would have probably affected my ability to complete the game, because when I was just looking at it in the brief opportunities that I had to look at it as a kid, I probably didn't play long enough to memorize any of the levels and was not very good at figuring out which way to go. Again, that's just on me and my limited ability to remember a simple map when I was younger. But it's a nice touch to add that into the remaster. The use of as many of the characters from the original show that they had, not only in the remaster, obviously, but in the original game, was a very good call. They could have just made the whole thing you playing as Scrooge McDuck, fighting random animals and robots and other stuff, and it probably wouldn't have had the same nostalgia or appeal that you get from having the actual characters involved in the game. Obviously, they do have Flintheart you saw as a character, and I believe Magica also appears at one point later in the game, and they are kind of like primary antagonists, and obviously the Beagle Boys pop up repeatedly throughout the game, so those were kind of the bad guys that you saw repeatedly throughout the run of the original cartoon series. Don't know if they show up in the remake, and obviously there is a more recent version of Ducktales that is airing on Disney and Disney+. I have not watched any of it, so I have no idea if they use any of those same characters or if it's all new good guys and bad guys that Scrooge McDuck interacts with. As far as the remaster, it was a really nice touch that they went out of their way to get the original voice actors that were still alive at that time to come in and record voice work for the game. I think it was a nice tribute not only to the original show, but also to the work that they put in to create these memorable characters that people still had a passion for, to the point where WayForward went out of their way to remake this game. Obviously, it was a good game in and of itself. They could have not done any of that. They could have just done the re-animated, the cartoon animation for all the characters, and that probably would have been enough. But they went that extra step to get the voice acting, and I do think it really enhances the experience for this particular remaster of the game. So My regret for this game is I regret not owning it when I was a kid. I had a lot of fun playing what I did today, even though in the first one, the original game that we looked at earlier, I didn't get very far before I died and basically had to start the whole thing over. That's probably not a plus. They probably should have found a way to save your progress so that when you die, you just kind of go back to the stage select. Maybe keep the money that you earned while you were playing and then just continue to the next map or retry the one that you were just in. They didn't put those in there, so it kind of hurts the progress in the original game. The remaster had the benefit of years of experience developing games. This came out in 2013, so you're talking from 87, 97, 2007, 25 years, 26 years of game development experience, learning how to fix the things that didn't work and enhance it so that it's a more perfect version or vision of the game that Capcom had years ago and kind of plays like you remember it. And that's a strong point for a lot of remakes or remasters is when they fix things that maybe weren't great, but do it to an extent where the game plays as you remember it as opposed to how it actually played. The pogo stick in the remaster where you don't have to hold down and B to do it, you can just press B, is a perfect example of that. They polished something that was fine, it worked, but they just changed one little bit of it because technically you can't do anything else by pressing B while you're in the air, so why not just press B and then you do the pogo stick? It makes perfect sense. It was a great choice to fix that, and I think it actually makes the game play more like you remember it playing. But yeah, this is a great game. I do regret never actually owning it as a kid. In fact, I regret never actually renting it. I don't think I ever rented it. I just played it at a friend's house once or twice, and that was it. But yeah, this is a fantastic game. Not only the original, but also the remaster. If you haven't played either one of them before, do it. Go out there. They're available. The version that we looked at earlier was part of the Disney Sunday afternoon or Saturday afternoon package that comes with Chip 'n Dale's Rescue Rangers, Tailspin, and Darkwing Duck. I have limited experience with Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers. I do remember renting it. I don't know if I ever played Tailspin or Darkwing Duck. So those probably wouldn't be ones that we would look at as part of rental regrets. I'm sure they're fine games, but yeah, this is the one when people think of a Disney game on the NES, this is usually the one they think of because it was the one that was just a sales phenomenon. In fact, I believe this was a million-selling game. Yeah, the original game sold over 1 million copies worldwide. So this was a very popular game, and it shows because it still plays great even today. So that's going to do it for this episode of Rental Regrets. As always, I do appreciate each of you watching, and I will see you next time.